Alright, this video is going to be about creating a new file. We need to create a new file before we go into our preferences because we need something in the canvas to see how the preferences act. Okay, so in order to create a new file, there's many ways of doing it. You can create a new file from scratch, or you can open an existing file. But I'm going to show you first how to create a file from scratch. We are going to go to the File menu, and we are going to go to New. And remember, the shortcut is on the right hand side, and on a Mac it's Apple N, and on a PC is Command N. So I'm going to do this, and I have the submenu for a new file. Now, there are different presets already created for you. If you go to default Photoshop size, it's 7 inches by 5 inches at 300 dpi. We'll talk about what the dpi means, the resolution means. But I'm going to show you my presets. I have one called MacBook Pro. So when I do a screen grab or a screencast on my laptop, I have that canvas. Specific dimensions when I use a Cintiq, when I want to record something on Cintiq, or I can use US paper, international paper, I can use photo. On the web, you have different settings for the web. If you want to see what something looks like in inches or centimeters, just go to the right hand side, switch it to inches, and it'll tell you the actual number in inches. If you want to see it in centimeters, same thing. Okay, so I like to work in inches or in pixels, depending on what the project is about. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a basic US paper. And I'm going to leave all the settings the way they are. If I want to create my own setting, let's say that instead of a vertical 8.5 by 11, I want to have an 11 by 8.5 page, right? What I can do is I can save this preset, and everything, the resolution, color mode, bitmap, depth, the background contents, everything will be selected. And then what I do is call this one 8.5 by 11 horizontal, right? And then when I hit OK, under my presets, I have a new preset called 8.5 by 11 horizontal. Okay, so I'm gonna hit OK, and there's my page. Now you will notice that the page, if I hit the tab, by the way, in Photoshop, it will hide everything except for the menus. Okay, you see that? Now, the other thing is that if I try to move this page using the hand tool, which is the space bar, or the letter H, I cannot move this page. But if you look at your toolbox on the very bottom, you have an icon which shows two different files, one on top of each other, right? This is called change the screen mode. So the very first thing that I do is that I hit the letter F, right? And I go into the secondary screen mode. Okay, and now I can move my file. So as soon as I create a file or I open a file, the first thing that I do is I hit the letter F. Now, if I hit the letter F again, I go into what's called presentation mode. And the other cool thing is that in those three modes, right, 1, 2, and 3, you can change the color of your canvas. And clicking on the background, right mouse button, and then selecting the color that I want. Okay, I recommend to use a dark gray over anything else, just because when you paint, you want a neutral gray. You can try medium gray, but I like to use dark gray because it doesn't make your colors muted nor vibrant. Okay, so this is how you create a file. It's very simple. So I'm going to go Apple N. And I'm going to go for a MacBook Pro page 1900 by 1200. This is just a setting that I like, and I'm going to hit OK. And again, immediately I hit the letter F so I can move the file around. So in the next lesson, we're going to talk about preferences and how to customize your interface. See you soon.